Hello students. So now we are going to start the third part of session 6, which is about the first topic of this video will be configuring Windows Essentials. So in the previous video we have studied how we can download and install Windows Essentials. Windows Essentials is a software suite which is containing Windows Live Writer. Windows Live Writer is a component of this Windows Essentials software suite. So first of all we have to install that we have seen in the previous video. Now after the once the installation is completed, now the software will be ready to be used. Now we can use it, but before using that it has to be configured also. The user must configure Windows Live Writer to create the blog post and publish them also. Okay, now first after installation what will happen, the Microsoft Services Agreement window will open. Okay, so every software is having some services agreement. Microsoft products are also having a service agreement window. Okay, so in this case also this service agreement window will open, and before proceeding further the first step that you have to take is to accept the agreement. See, this agreement window has two buttons. Either you can accept the conditions or you can decline them. Okay, but it is mandatory for you to accept the Windows service agreement, Microsoft service agreement. Unless and until you accept the service agreement, you will not be able to proceed further with the configuration of your software. So as is the case with all the softwares, actually all the softwares have one service agreement. So they have some terms and conditions which every user must accept without before proceeding with the usage of the software. So even if you want, even if you think that you want to escape by you want to escape accepting these terms and conditions, and you just click on the close button at the top to close this window, you think that you can escape accepting these conditions, you can work before without accepting, then it is your mistake. Okay, why? Because if you don't accept the terms and conditions and just click on the close button to close the window in the right corner, then what will happen? Without accepting without clicking on the accept button, and if you start using it from the start menu, then what will happen? When you click on the start menu and then go to all programs and open the live editor from there, the same screen will appear again. And okay, and the same screen will appear again and again unless and until you click on the accept button and accept the terms and conditions. The software configuration configuration will not proceed further. Okay, so it is mandatory, it can't be escaped, it can't be excused. So you have to, it is compulsory for every user to accept the condition by clicking on the accept button before proceeding with the configuration. Okay, so now we proceed after clicking on the accept button, we can now proceed with the configuration. And now what will happen? As soon as you click on the accept button, this configure Windows Live Writer window will open here. Okay, so here what we have to do, we have to first click on the next button. Okay, then what will happen? One new window will open. This will open the blog service window. The new window which will open will the blog service window, which will display different types of blog services. Okay, like you can create a new blog. Okay, or you can choose WordPress from there, or you can choose SharePoint also, or any other service like Blogger, Typetext, Typepad. They are in different services which can be chosen from there. So whatever service you will choose from here, your blog will be configured according to that service only. Okay, like for example here we are choosing WordPress because we want to configure our blog to be posted on WordPress. So our blog should be compliant, our blog should be compatible with WordPress. So whatever are the settings of WordPress, all those settings will be downloaded into our offline blog editor as per the WordPress blog environment. Okay, because our blog should be suitable for the WordPress blog environment. That is why the configuration will be made as per WordPress only. Okay, now here we are choosing we have to click on WordPress or choosing that, and then we will click on next again. Okay, for the blog account details. Now what will happen? The blog account details page will open. Okay, now what we have to do here you have to enter the web address of your blog. Okay, yeah, you have to provide the account details. What are the account details we have to provide? The first of all, the account detail is the web address of your blog, which is the website's address. Okay, like here our in our example, what is the website address? HTTPS then myrural.edu.wordpress.com. Okay, which is the name of your blog address, which is the blog address. Okay, okay, then again what is there? You have to enter a username also. Okay, so actually the web address is the address which the visitors will use to read your blog. So whenever any person wants to read your blog, how will he access your blog? He will just type this address into the address bar of the browser, just like we type the URL of any website into the browser address bar. Similarly, if a user wants to read or access your blog, then what he or she will do, he will just type this web address of your blog on the address bar, and just like a website opens, your blog will also open to the user or the viewer. Okay, then you have to provide your username and password also. Okay, so these details you have to enter there. Okay, first of all enter the URL of your blog, then the account or username and the password. Then now what you have to do, you have to type the URL of your blog account, like what we got in the previously we have created a blog account which was named as myruraledu.wordpress.com. This is an example of a web address, okay, of the blog. Similarly, you can have any address of your own that you have to type in the URL window, URL box in the account window. Okay, you have to type the web address of your blog. Then secondly, you have to type the username, and then you have to enter the password also. Okay, then you have to click on next. Okay, if you are using your own personal system and you want to remember the password, you don't want to type the password again and again, then you can also check this feature, remember password. Okay, but if you are not very secure about your machine, if you think that your data can be is unsecure, it can be accessed by somebody else, then you should not, you should never check this option. Okay, otherwise your password will be saved and anybody can access your password, and he or she can gain access to your blog in an unauthorized manner. Okay, so if you want to choose the option remember password, then what will happen, you will not have to enter the password next time when you publish a blog post to your blog. Okay, so this is the advantage of remember password. Okay, now you have to click on the next button. Okay, if the login detail that you have provided is correct, what does it mean? That now this Windows Live Writer will verify this information with WordPress. See, because whatever information you have provided is about your WordPress account. Okay, your username is of your WordPress account, your password is for your WordPress account only. Okay, and the URL was also of your WordPress account. So you have entered the details, but what will happen when you click on next, the Windows Live Writer offline editor will first verify all these details with the WordPress site. Okay, it will try to connect with the WordPress site. It will verify all these details whether they are correct or not. If by mistake you have provided any incorrect details, then you will not be able to proceed any further. Okay, so first of all it will check the login details provided by the user. Okay, if it is correct, then Live Writer will go ahead and set up your blog automatically. Okay, now what will happen, once you select your blog type, then what will happen, you will be prompted to download your blog theme. Okay, blog themes means different types of backgrounds also you can download for your blog. Okay, so this lets you preview how your blog posts will look like with your current theme. Okay, you can also look how your blog post will look like with your current theme. Okay, if you can also download different themes from the blog for the blog also. But that what will happen, if you download the different themes, then it will make your blog look more complicated, and sometimes it may not look very simplified. It may not be very simple to understand after downloading different blog themes from the website. That is why we will recommend, it is advisable that to keep your interface simplified and minimal, you should not download the different themes. Okay, the Live Writer downloads WordPress blog categories and tags too, and you can add the categories and tags direct from that WordPress download. Okay, so what happens, the Live Writer will download the different WordPress blog categories and tags also, and then if you want to choose from any of these categories, then you can add those categories and tags directly from the categories that have been downloaded from WordPress by the Windows Live Writer. Okay, is it clear to all of you? What it is actually doing, it is downloading the WordPress blog categories and tags, and then what we can do, we can choose from the available WordPress blog and categories which have been downloaded, and we can choose and we can add any of those categories and tags from into our blog. Okay, then click no to proceed with the download. Click no means what, you are clicking on no for, you have to click no for declining for rejecting the download of the background themes. If you what we are clicking on no, we are clicking on no to reject the download of your blog theme of the background themes. Okay, so if you click on no, then what will happen, your background theme, your blog theme will not be downloaded. Your blog will remain as the interface, it will remain very simple. Okay, and then the Windows Live Writer will now proceed with the download of the different blog categories and tags. Okay, now the different blogs categories and tags will be downloaded, different things will be downloaded from the WordPress site. Okay, now what will happen, and now a connecting window will appear showing that the Windows Live Writer is now connecting with the WordPress account. Okay, why it is connecting, because the WordPress account is an online account. Okay, it is there on the internet, so before downloading it has to first connect to that site. Okay, only then it will be able to download the different categories from the WordPress site or into your account. Okay, that is why what it happens, it will first connect with the WordPress account. Okay, it will need to access your blog to make sure all the information is correct. So what it will do, it will it will connect, it will first access your BlogPress account using the login details you have fetched. What we have done earlier, we have provided it with the all the login details of our account, all the account details we have provided. Okay, so what it will do, it will, using all those login details, it will first access our blog. It will first need to access our blog, and then what it will do, it will first make sure that all the information is correct. Okay, it will check whether all the information is correct or not. After it has checked that all the information is correct, then it will start downloading the different features and categories from your blog. All the different features and categories of your blog will now be downloaded into our offline account. Okay, so that we can use them into our we can use them for creating our offline blog afterwards. Okay, now see here what it is doing. See, if you can see the connecting window here, what it is doing, it is verifying the details with the WordPress account. Okay, it will first verify all the blog publishing details, okay, with the WordPress account, and then after it is verified, then it will download the details from download the different settings and categories from the WordPress account into our account, into our offline account. Okay, now we have to click next to open the final screen. If you click next, then what will happen, if the final screen will open, which will show your blog has now been set up, okay, for asking a blog nickname. Okay, what will now, it will now, if after the final screen opens, then what will be asked, now you will be asked to enter a nickname for your blog. Okay, now you have to enter some nickname for your blog. Nickname means some other name for your blog which will be used by you to access your blog. Okay, which you can remember for your blog. Okay, so yeah, like for example, you can write the blog nickname as my project site. Okay, so like type the blog nickname and click finish button to start the Windows Live Writer as shown in the figure. Okay, now what you will do, you will click on finish, and then what will happen, the Windows Live Writer's work will start. Okay, on the next page you should see, on the next page you should see an untitled post screen. Okay, now what it will do, it will first show an untitled post. Untitled post means what, a post on your blog which is not having any title. Okay, now what we will do, on the home tab, your blog nickname from the previous screen will also appear next to the publish button. Okay, now what you will do, now we will in the next video we will see how we can create a blog post by using the Windows Live Writer. Okay, now we have seen how we can configure the blog Windows Live Writer by using your WordPress account settings. First of all, it will configure, it will download all the configuration settings and categories and all. Okay, after everything has been downloaded, then what you will do, using those settings, now we can start creating a blog post using Windows Live Writer. So this section now will be discussed in the next video. I hope you have understood this video. Okay, thank you, and thank you. Till then, bye.